Imagine, if you will, a place far beyond the confines of our earthly senses, a place where time, space, and matter stretch and bend in ways we can hardly imagine. It is a realm where silence reigns, not as a void, but as a sacred emptiness. And yet, within that silence, there is something else. There is a pulse, a steady, unyielding rhythm that stretches across the cold, vast void of space. It is the heartbeat of the cosmos itself. This pulse comes from the stars, specifically from the remnants of stars that have lived and died, leaving behind a legacy of light, sound, and energy. These remnants are the pulsars. These cosmic timekeepers are born from the death of massive stars, stars far greater than our sun. These stars, at the end of their lives, collapse inward under their own gravity, creating a supernova, the explosion of unimaginable power that lights up the entire sky, temporarily outshining entire galaxies. From this cataclysmic event, a new star is born, a neutron star, which is so dense that a single cubic centimeter of it could weigh as much as Mount Everest. And if this neutron star spins rapidly enough, it transforms into a pulsar, a beacon in the darkness, pulsing with regularity like a cosmic lighthouse. Let us think about the nature of this pulse. A pulsar's core spins at incredible speeds, sometimes several hundred times per second, so quickly that it warps the space around it. And as it spins, it emits beams of radiation, which are aligned with its magnetic poles. These beams sweep through space in regular intervals, like a lighthouse scanning the cosmos. We cannot see them with our eyes, but we can detect them as regular bursts of radio waves. What we hear are the converted pulses of electromagnetic radiation transformed into sound. Each pulse is a flash, a moment in time, carrying with it information about the star's internal structure, its spin, its magnetism, and the space around it. To understand a pulsar's pulse, one must first understand the forces that give birth to it. The pulsar's magnetic field is immense, so powerful that it distorts the very fabric of space-time. As the pulsar spins, the beams of radiation are emitted along the magnetic poles, cutting through the cosmos like beams of light, traveling for billions of years. These beams are not uniform. Some pulsars emit regular, steady pulses, while others flicker and vary in intensity. Some pulsars send their signal only once per second, while others pulse hundreds or even thousands of times per second, creating a rhythmic pattern so rapid, so constant, it can be measured with atomic precision. In a sense, the pulsar's pulse is a cosmic heartbeat, a rhythm so precise, so unyielding, that it transcends time as we know it. The pulsar's beat is not affected by the world around it. It remains constant, even as the universe itself expands and evolves. And yet, paradoxically, these pulses are the result of a star that has come to the end of its life. The pulsar, though a remnant of a dead star, is far from lifeless. It continues to spin, to pulse, to send out its signal to the cosmos, like a beacon from a distant shore, calling to us across the vastness of space. But what is the nature of this pulse? It is more than just a physical phenomenon. It is a reflection of the very forces that shape the universe. The pulsar's rhythm is a manifestation of gravity, magnetism, and motion. It is the dance of particles under intense pressure, the swirling of matter around an invisible axis. And in this dance, we find a profound beauty. For just as the pulsar's rhythm marks the passage of time, so too does it embody the cyclical nature of the cosmos. Stars are born, they burn, they die. But even in their death, they leave behind something that persists, something that echoes across the universe for millions or even billions of years. Consider this. A pulsar is a timekeeper, not just of seconds or minutes, but of eons. The pulses we hear today have traveled for billions of years, crossing light years of space, carrying with them the history of a star, a galaxy, a universe. Each pulse we hear is a messenger, a traveler that has been journeying through the cosmos, marking the passage of time as it moves from one point to another. And in that journey, it carries with it not only the energy of the star that gave it birth, but also the information of the forces that shaped that star, the same forces that shape everything around us. But even as the pulsar pulses, we are reminded that it, too, is part of something larger, something more profound than itself. Each pulsar is part of a greater symphony, a cosmic orchestra where each instrument plays its part in harmony. And as we listen to the rhythm of the pulsars, we hear not just a single note, but an entire movement, a song of the stars, of galaxies, of the very universe itself. The pulsars are not isolated. They are interconnected, like the strings of a cosmic harp, vibrating in response to the forces around them. The pulse of one star may affect the pulse of another, just as the gravitational pull of one planet can influence the motion of others. And as these pulses intertwine, they form a cosmic dance, a rhythm that echoes through space and time. Through their rhythms, the pulsars tell us something about the nature of time itself. Time, in the universe, is not simply a linear progression from one moment to the next. It is cyclical, like the heartbeat of the pulsar. The same forces that shape a pulsar also shape the fabric of time: gravity, acceleration, expansion. These forces warp and bend space-time, creating ripples that travel through the cosmos. As we listen to the pulsars, we begin to hear the echoes of these ripples, reverberations of the universe's very structure. And as the pulsar pulses, we are reminded that time is not just an abstract concept. It is an experience. The pulse we hear is a measure of time, yes, but it is also a reminder of the journey we are all on. Just as the pulsar spins and emits its signal, we, too, are moving through time, creating ripples of our own. Our lives, though fleeting in the grand scale of the universe, are still part of that rhythm. Our moments, our choices, our connections to one another. All of these contribute to the cosmic beat that reverberates through the universe. So, when you listen to the pulsar, what do you hear? You hear more than just a pulse. You hear the story of the universe itself, the birth of stars, the death of galaxies, the flow of time, the interaction of forces that shape everything around us. The pulsar's pulse is the music of the cosmos, a rhythm that stretches across the expanse of space, inviting us to listen, to understand, to feel connected to something far greater than ourselves. As we conclude this journey, let us carry with us the memory of the pulsar's pulse. It is a sound that has traveled for millions, even billions, of years. It is a sound that connects us to the cosmos, to the stars, and to the very forces that shape our existence. And as we listen to the music of the stars, we are reminded that we, too, are part of that music. The pulse of the pulsar is not just a distant beat. It is a song that echoes in our hearts, a rhythm that lives within us all. And in that pulse, we find the truth. We are all connected to the stars, to the universe, and to the eternal heartbeat of time itself.